The radio programs aired by FPA reflect the viewpoints of individual producers and do not necessarily represent those of the station, its staff, or supporters.
Keeping the First Amendment alive. We are Fairfax County's cable access and internet radio station.
Peace, peace. This is djOHLOW coming to you live from Radio Fairfax and Fairfax Va. You're tuned into On Beat with Ohlow. And I've got a full house today, man. I'm going to let everybody just introduce themselves. I'm going to start to the right. Live beats by First Spawn.
Yo, what's up?
Peace. What's going on, fam?
It's going good.
Thanks for coming out and providing all live music today.
Yeah.
And to your right, Miss CC Vibez.
What's going on, Ohlow? How you doing
Peace.
today?
Just pass the mic. Let everybody do your intros, and then we're going to come back. We're going to do a segment.
Peace. What's going on?
Peace,
Ohlow?
fam.
This is Lee, man.
Lee,
Just
thanks for
always
coming out.
happy and excited to be here.
Respect. Next to you, we got Cuzin Yosh.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Peace, how you doing, man?
Good, brother. Thanks for having us on.
Behind you, we got Mr. Forge.
Hey, Ohlow.
How you doing, man? Thanks for coming out.
No doubt, my pleasure.
Hey, I might have to take that hat from you too, man. That's where I want to be right about now because it's really cold outside. In the cut, we got big brother Betta.
Peace, what's poppin'?
Peace, what's going on, fam? You brought the babies out today.
Yeah, Eastside CEO in the building.
That's what's up, man. Next to you, we have Imal John from Make Space Foundation.
What's up, Ohlow?
How you doing, man? Walaikum salam. Thank you for coming out today. Yep. And next to you, we have Miss Sarah. Is it Sarah or is it Sarah?
Sarah.
Sarah, okay. From Make Space Foundation. I'm going to take a quick break. All live beats again by First Spawn. We'll be right back. Peace. First Spawn's got me tranced over here, man. All beats provided by First Spawn, man. Like I said before, he's the illest producer I know. 16 years old. During the break, Make Space was asking, Imal John said, who made this beat? And I said, this kid made it right here. He's been making beats since he was like 9, 10 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing his thing. Yeah, real talented kid, man. Big time. He's not a kid anymore. He's a man now. He's 16. He's about to drive a car, man. But today, what I really wanted to talk about today, the topic of the show today is PTSD, or Posttraumatic Stress Disorder.
So MakeSpace actually started about 2 years ago.
Okay.
We noticed that the community needed leaders from our youth themselves to step up and kind of take charge in being that face of positivity in the community, like you were saying.
Yeah.
We want to get involved with the youth and have the young professionals leading it because we are the future. So,
exactly.
We really like to get involved in community service activities, whether it's feeding the homeless, interacting with them, providing their needs, women's shelter. We also have a lot of other things like getting civically engaged, talking to the government and seeing, how we can make these a bigger picture problems, fixing.
Yeah,
them,
exactly. Yeah.
We also have recreation and
you guys are based here in Fairfax County.
Yeah, we are in Fairfax County
Okay.
in the DMV area.
Okay. And so how'd you guys hook up with Cuzin Yosh? Cuzin Yosh runs the Ariana basketball team, which is, go ahead, tell us about that, man. Grab a mic. And you guys hooked up and you guys are doing an event together.
Well, yeah, actually it started,
Nonprofit.
we went to one of their tournaments in Fairfax. It was a 3-on-3 tournament, which was organized very well. I was so surprised, and I was thinking in the back of my head, this is exactly what we need to get going as far as tournaments. And we have a tournament coming up end of November, which is November 28th through the 30th.
It's a charity event.
It's an Ariana charity tournament. We did one last year. We got so much clothes for
I
the
was
homeless.
DJing the last one.
You were DJing it. You did a great job too. And
yeah, right, man. You guys weren't even focused on the music, man.
No, we were focusing on the game, but we heard the music at the same time. But really, I mean, it's just a blessing, really, to be, even involved with a group like this, because not only do they do so many good things for the community, but personally, like, it's a positive foundation. It's nothing but positive people, young, open-minded, just everything positive. And I'd personally love for my son to be a part of it when he grows up, and by then, inshallah, that's going to be a really big organization by then.
Yeah.
But we want to bring more of the sports aspect involved for the young kids, give them something to do, hopefully start a league from this, and depending on the outcome that we get. But this whole charity is for Children's Hospital of Washington, D.C. We're doing everything for them. These kids have been misplaced. They have all sorts of personal problems, medical problems.
All right, so speaking about that real quick, 'cause I know you guys have to leave soon. Before you leave, I just want to know what you guys think about PTSD. I mean, I know, you don't have to get too personal. You don't have to talk about personal things, but just, generally.
No, definitely. PTSD is a major problem, like you said earlier. But one of the things that MakeSpace kind of looks at is to bring the unity in the community. And so sports is a mechanism for stress reduction, I think. We grew up playing sports, and, whatever stress, whatever politics, whatever beef you have on the outside, it all goes away when you're playing sports. And then
until you get fouled.
and then it's a brawl. But we focus on sports, faith, and even music can bring people together, just like the young DJ over here.
Yeah, man.
It's all
First
about
spawn.
that. Yeah. So
yeah, exactly.
We definitely believe in that. And this month is actually Domestic Violence Awareness Month in October. So MakeSpace had an event on that. Just again, it's partly a PTSD thing. These people came from Afghanistan or wherever they came from, and they carry a lot of baggage with them. And so
exactly,
MakeSpace is trying to.
And we're gonna get into that. But if people wanted to find you guys online, can you put out the website and the Facebook and whatever you guys have?
Sure. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to our website, which is at www.imakespace.com. And if you want to find us on Facebook, it's one word, Make Space, and you can like us and follow our page for our upcoming events.
All right, perfect. Yeah, and I Make Space is spelled just the way it is.
Just the way I
make space. Perfect. .com, not .org.
.com.
That's what it is. All right, perfect. This is On Beat. I want to thank you guys for coming out again.
Thank you so much.
And Cuzin Yosh, thank you for coming out, man. Sorry you guys have to leave. Hopefully you can come back again and join us.
We enjoyed
Any
it.
other time. Yeah, thank you. But I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. This is On Beat with Ohlow. Coming to you live, all live beats by First Spawn. Peace. Peace. This is djOHLOW coming to you live from Radio Fairfax here in Fairfax Va. All live beats by First Spawn. This one is ill right here, man. I gotta turn this one up a little bit. It's a little low.
It takes us to a cathedral.
Yeah. You still got your volume on 7, right? Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah,
nice,
okay.
Nice.
That's what's up, man. Theory just stepped into the building.
Indeed, and I got the hottest mic in the place.
Yeah, I gotta turn you down a little bit, man. Hold up, man.
WEBR, Fairfax Radio. I'm taking over. If you go outside right now, you can see my voice coming off the antenna.
So today we're talking about post-traumatic. I used to think it was post-dramatic, like drama. You know what I'm saying?
It is mad drama.
Traumatic is actually, it's better. When I looked it up, that's the right way, because it's based on trauma that you experience in your life.
I remember first hearing about that with our Vietnam veterans.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to go way back before that. War is total
Well, see, that's
hell.
the thing.
Personally, I know someone that's a Marine that got discharged because he was an infantry Marine. So he was on top just blowing people up on a constant basis. He came back and because he got discharged because he was smoking marijuana, because he couldn't handle what he was seeing. That post-traumatic stress really messed him up. And now he's back in the States. He can't get a job because his post-traumatic stress is so bad. And they put him on these drugs that just make him zombie-ish. So he tried to self-medicate, and self-medication makes you crazy when you take in the other drugs that the army is or the military is giving you on top of it. And trying to get help and trying to balance all that, unless you have a creative outlet or some type of like sports, like I Make Space was saying, like unless you're not, you got to be using that extra energy that's stored up from that trauma.
That's right. Because stress is a great killer and it affects your body in
Your whole body.
in so many ways.
It'll make you stop caring. It'll make you stop caring about everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, depression is a disease. It's
Yeah.
a real
Well, that's
thing.
what
It's
I'm
not just
saying,
the way
yeah.
you feel. It's
You can see
That's
it
what
in
I'm
the
trying to tell
brain,
you.
in
It's in your
MRIs.
brain.
You
Yeah.
can see it.
Well, see, the new thing is called an MEG. It's a magnetic. You should know about this. It's a magnetic
resonance imaging.
Something
of
like
the,
that.
of the
yeah.
brain. And
yeah, it's called MEG. Yeah, magnetic electronic graphing or something like that. Of
I
the
get
brain.
it done every 6 months, so I've had to been in the machine a couple times.
Yeah,
you were in Meg.
So
it's my energy. It's my magnet energy spa treatment. That's what I call it when I go in there, because I figured that those magnets, I hope, are healing me in some type of way. Even though they're taking images and you got to cover your body and stuff, but I just want to picture it as something that's healing my neuro system in my brain instead of trying to destroy it.
Yeah, man.
Post-traumatic stress comes from everywhere. Getting stung by bees to
I mean it's different for everybody.
To everybody,
Yeah,
everybody,
it's
and
different,
anybody
yeah.
can experience
It's
it.
the thing that releases fear. It's the center of fear in your brain.
You're right. I had a super stressful job with a national coffee company at one time, and it had me so stressed that when my phone rang, it was always a problem. So that ring caused a physical reaction.
And that's
the
what it
sound
is.
of it, and it got to the point where I had to change the ringtone on my phone. And here we are, 8-10 years down the road. If I hear that old ring like in a movie or something, my heart still jumps. I swear. That's
really what it is. And that's what it is. It's
yeah.
different for everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's just war. Well, I'm sure war is the worst because a lot of these guys kill people and by accident they kill little kids or maybe on purpose and they think about what they did afterwards or they see their friends. Can I get another beat, man? Don't forget about that. All live beats by First Spawn. You know what? Let me take a quick break actually, man, because we're going to get too deep into it. Peace. This is djOHLOW coming to you live from Radio Fairfax. You're tuned into On Beat with Ohlow. You're actually on beat with First Spawn again, man. You see him come in live on that joint right there?
Fire sound.
Yeah, man. He just did the remix for us live. All live beats by First Spawn, man. I want to thank you again for coming out, man, and playing live beats for us. For those who don't know, I put a prediction out there, man. And I made it public on purpose, you know what I'm saying? So people know what's good. But my prediction for the upcoming battle is that you're gonna come out winning this joint, man. And the reason,
oh man,
I don't know. Like,
I looked on the list.
Hold on, there. You can't say anything because you're a judge, man. So you can't. Yeah, you can't be influenced right here, man. You can't be influenced, man.
There's a lot of good people.
No pressure, man.
Nah, it's all the pressure, B.
Nah,
I can say that much.
No pressure at all.
better
That way,
shine.
that way you can stretch, man. Gotta shine. You know what I'm saying? The pressure's good if you apply it properly.
But see, the
right.
thing is, though, is like now at this point, his shine is there. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have to do anything to shine anymore. Before he was still working to get his sound. Now he's got his sound, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there's always something to reach for.
Oh, yeah.
I feel you.
Can't be
Yeah,
satisfied here.
yeah, but he's only
keep growing,
16.
Spot.
He's 16 years old, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm saying I'm not denying him. But
Yeah.
he's nice.
Yeah, he's
But
denying
just
it,
put that
man.
in perspective. You know what I
Stop
mean?
cutting him down, man.
He's 16 years old, man.
Yeah.
And look where he's going from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
He
That's
got
what I'm
long
saying.
road ahead.
Yeah, he got a long
Yeah,
road
man.
ahead, yo. Like, he's already met people like in their 30s and can outmatch them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
40s,
saying?
man.
At
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, man.
Just think about where he's going to be at when he get there.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
yeah.
talking about.
I was talking to Ma Dukes and Tony Smith, and they told me they got something cooking with you, man. So I know something's gonna be crazy in the next couple of years, man. And something crazy is gonna happen with First Spawn. Like I said, wait till he's 18, right? Mr. Forge, remember we were talking about that? Wait till he's 18, man. He's gonna blossom for real, man. So that's
He's like
what's
a
up,
young
man.
Gohan right now.
Yeah.
No bull.
As soon as he break out, you know what I'm saying?
He's in
Let
that
loose, go on.
He's in that chamber.
Let go.
He's in the chamber building up his
In the
strength right
hyperbolic
now.
chamber right
the
now,
hyperbolic
cheating up.
chamber. Yeah.
When he meets Cell, it's over.
That's what's up, man. But today we're talking about post. Oh, you know what? Brother Radio Rahim stepped in the building.
Rahim in the joint.
Peace. What's going on, man? And you brought your brothers out from New York.
What's up, man? Yeah, I'm chilling here. Glad to be with all these good people, man. Ohlow's always keeping it solid, man. I got my man Hanif, a.k.a. Luck One, here from New York, and my homie Juice right here from down in Georgia. So we're just glad to be here, man, as always. Up in the great vibe.
Welcome back,
Good
man.
people.
Haven't seen you in a minute, man. Hey, you know what I want to say too, man? I've said this before too, and I actually it was Brother Rahim that told me about Brother Cliff, man, and his injury. And I just want to send him some good energy, man, because we always have a good time when he comes to the show as well.
Wow, no, I hadn't heard, man. What, Cliff?
Yeah, you know Cliff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so he was in a motorcycle injury, a motorcycle accident. He had an injury to his leg pretty bad. So I didn't know the extent of it until he told me, and I just, like the thing about it is, like I was telling him, man, I talked to him on the phone and he played it down. Like, it's all good, like I'm cool. And then he told me what really happened, and I was like, whoa, man, it's hard, man. And that goes back to what we're talking about, for real, man. PTSD, for real.
It's all a mindset, though. It's all on how
No.
you react to the situation.
It's not, though. It's not a mindset, because that's what I used to think, too.
It's how you react to the situation, because it can be really, really messed up, but if you react in a certain... I don't
Mr.
know.
Forge, grab it.
Neurologically, it can mess you up.
My name is Mr. Forge, and I have PTSD. No, all jokes aside, though, for reals, actually I do. My wife and I, because as you know about my third son, you know what I'm saying, he was born with half of a heart. You know, he had 3 open heart surgeries. But just to summarize real quickly what happened with him, before our own eyes, man, we watched him die. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a room full of nurses and doctors came in for 2 hours resuscitating and working him, you know what I'm saying? To where the, you know, I ain't gonna lie, man, I never cried like that, ever. You know, it was traumatic watching my son die, you know what I'm saying? And just that whole experience like it happened yesterday. And what happened with that was, you know, doctor was like, should we stop? And I was like, you stop, I'm gonna start, you know, giving him chest compressions. They finally got a heartbeat, put him on life support. He was on this ECMO machine, you know what I'm saying, for a week. Came through and he is, you know, where he is today, you know what I'm saying? But what happened was I gravitated more towards him, you know what I'm saying? Quit my job, took care of him for 4 years, you know what I'm saying? I was his primary caretaker because the thought of losing him again, you know, even to this day, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it was traumatic for my sons as well, but they weren't, thank God they weren't inside the room when they saw him because, you know, watching something that you love going completely gray, lifeless, you know what I'm saying? They're working him and his little feet, you know, I could see it just bouncing up from them, you know, doing the compressions. Stuff like that stuck with me. And with my wife, you know, she actually kind of distanced herself away from the baby because, you know, she didn't want to get too attached. So, you know, those were the, basically what happened, you know what I'm saying, what traumatized us to where we are now. But
and see, like what I was reading, man.
But what she was saying as far as how we take it, you know what I'm saying, we could either, you know, like, you know, I joke around it a lot, you know what I'm saying? He got like holes in him and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's Baby G. Got, you know, shot 9 times, you know, came back to life.
You made some really
call
good
him Baby
music
Jesus,
from it.
you know, like, no.
Baby Jesus.
You know, but anyway, but yeah, I did, you know, turn that into a positive and share it with others, you know what I'm saying, his story and, yeah. So
see,
that's what happened.
My bad. What I was reading is that the only way to get over PTSD was when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing of consciousness and a thing of timing for you because whenever you're ready, you'll start to, like you said, like you'll start to replace those memories because based on memories, like you said, you can still see it today. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I can't speak on it because I really don't know. But again, like I was reading, it said that it's in the right temporal lobe, and that's and the right side controls your sense of color, scent, smell, sound. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation, like you saw it, you know, I bet you even like the smell of the hospital is something that triggers it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But they're even saying like colors, like there's lights and stuff that sometimes trigger it, and you won't even know. You know, it's like it's a part of your brain that reacts on its own. But I got to take a quick break. I'm going to come back. I want to talk a little bit more about nutrition. I want to talk about water. I'm going to talk about fluoride a little bit. You know, that's a big part of PTSD. We'll be right back. This is on Beat with Ohlow. We're talking about PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, not post-dramatic like I used to think it was. I thought it was PDSD. It sounds cool, PTSD. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. That's wrong, man. I was all wrong. We'll be right back.
Dead wrong.
Peace. This is djOHLOW coming to you live from Radio Fairfax here in Fairfax Va. I got a full house today, and we're talking about post-traumatic stress disorder and how it's apparent everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many different. It's not like one thing. Like I was saying in the beginning of the show, that a lot of people think it's just moms, new moms. You know, and it's something that happens after birth, or it's just veterans of war, something that happens in war. But there's different things, man. There's car accidents. There's people who lose a hand or a limb or something like that. You know, there's different things. And what I was reading is that this is something that happens in the gray matter of your brain. It's not something that's really there. It's something electrical. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's being triggered. So there's no way to really control it. I mean, I guess if you can find ultimate serenity in yourself, you'll be able to control it. But for the most part, I think, you know, I read a lot of cases where people control it for a long time, 20, 30 years, and then it kicked back on for some reason. Something triggered it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you never know what it's going to be, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's like suffered the loss of a parent, that's a heavy one. That's a heavy one.
Or a child.
Oh my God, they're both. You know, and in my own personal case,
But hold on. Before we go
particular
further, hold on. The thing that's crazy about that, my bad, because no, it's good.
Well, it's your show. You know what I'm saying?
No. Look, but look. The thing is that there's some people. No, I read. Look, there's some people who can't deal with it. This isn't for everybody. Not everybody suffers from PT. And I need you to move to your right so you can stay in the frame for us.
I can see me.
I'm not going to keep telling you.
I can see the lens. I can see me.
But what I was trying to say is that there's some people. There's some people who actually go through it early in their life as kids, and then they get over it, and then in the rest of their life they're like cold, they're like zombies. Things don't affect them anymore. So it's not always for everybody in everyone's life. You can't, I can't say that just because someone had an accident they're gonna have it. Nobody could say that. But my bad, man. I didn't mean to cut you off, but go ahead.
Now I don't want to say anything.
Go ahead. Well, look, what I'm trying to lead into is because we're talking about kids.
My daughter was just telling me, she was saying in school they're having a program where they're talking about the same thing that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
But from
bullying.
the aspect of bullying.
Yeah.
Because, they got the whole bully campaign that's real strong right now.
So what did they tell you in school about that?
Like bullying or harassment, like sexual harassment or anything like that. If somebody touches you the wrong way or brush up against you, it can like flash like an instant like that. Or bullying, you will never see something the same again, or it will just mess you up really bad.
Yeah, because it's
And
all
they kept talking
abuse.
about that, and
it's
they kept
based on
saying that
abuse.
it's common. And that's sad that it's common because something horrible like that can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
And since it's so common, everybody knows how to deal with it, and some people don't. But that's just sad that happens so common.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's not cool that it's happening, but it's cool that you know so much about it. That's good.
And then you're educated enough to stop it when it starts.
Yeah.
Like you're able to, if you see something going on, you're able to help that person and create a boundary so they don't have to go through that post-traumatic stress.
Oh, but she knows kung fu, so she throws blows. She doesn't play around, man.
She throws that energy, huh?
Yeah, she throws the flame of chi, right? How you can. No, but what I was trying to get at, my bad, go ahead.
But it's scary because some of my friends, they're cutting
Stay close to the
themselves.
mic, please.
Because some of my friends, they're like cutting themselves
Oh,
or like
that's not
saying
cool.
or talking about suicide. And it's scary because you can lose them like an instant and then at the same time save them in an instant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, friends like that, you should try to help them out, man, because that's a good deed for you and that's a heavy deed. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, if you do lose them, you can't do anything after somebody's gone. But you always have the opportunity to help somebody as long as they're here. You know
My
what I'm
friends
saying?
feel so comfortable talking to me about it, and we sit there and have a talk at like lunch, recess, on the phone, and they're sitting here like rethinking about it. I like that I can help them because
You guys take cell phones to school?
Mm-hmm.
And what grade are you in?
7th.
7th grade with cell phones, man. If I took a pager to school
I'm about to say.
in 7th grade, what? My teacher would take it away and never give it back. I get it back at the end of the year.
That's called
worthless.
There's something that's really interesting.
What's
You were
that?
saying that kids suffering PTSD from what they're catching online. And, I just wonder, with the special effects over the last 20 years, there's literally nothing you can show me.
No,
I
that's
haven't
not
seen,
true.
man. Dude.
Special
Now, look,
effects is one thing, but look,
listen,
you have to understand,
no,
films in America are still censored to a really high degree.
Yeah, and that may be the case.
And when a film, when you're going in, a lot of kids today know that it's fake. But when you see real things like beheadings and things like that,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's
that's
like,
what I'm talking about.
They grow up on it. It's almost like, I'm
but
surprised
it
that they'd
doesn't. But
be.
see, that's the mentality that we have because we think they grow up on it. But
Yeah.
that's not natural.
I mean, that wouldn't
So
make
what
that.
beats-
I wouldn't say that any of these kids would be willing to like watch somebody detonate themselves and just have it brush off.
Yeah, but
the reality of it is real.
They do that
you
in
know?
video games. They detonate
Yeah, I know,
themselves
but
in
seeing
video
I'm
it,
talking
seeing
about
it,
real life.
seeing it live
Yeah,
in front of
but
them,
still-
but they wouldn't, just because they'll do that on a video game. Seeing it live in front of them, I know it'll have a
in front of you,
detrimental effect.
obviously, yeah. If it happens, because again, that goes back to the smell, the feeling of
Yeah,
something,
the
everything,
whole-
the
all of
sound,
it, all of
everything, yeah. But again, I'm telling you, man, images that you see online affect, especially little kids, because they don't know how to deal with it. They don't even know what they're watching. And then some of the videos are so nasty too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I mean, it's just this is nothing.
And that's what I'm talking
rough.
about. PTSD for little kids, man. It's happening.
Especially like they had like those Vine compilations or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like 80 videos of just street fights, just brawls.
Well, there you
know
go.
what I'm saying? Of kids though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kids from the ages of like 12 to 17, like going ham on each other. And you got another kid recording it, and it's like nobody's stopping anything.
Nobody.
So there is a new generation that's growing up desensitized to something
man.
that we didn't have the stomach for when we were young. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like everybody wanted to see a fight. When you was a kid at some point in time. That's how we grew up. But now that you have access to it, and now it's all archived, and You can go to it at any time, and that's just whenever you want to see it.
Yeah.
So you got to think about, when they out in the streets, you know what I mean? Like, they gonna be ready to buck because they already have a subconscious foul seed.
But they don't know how to
mind.
though. That's the thing. They're basing it off something they've seen on TV, and they get all wild up and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do that." But you can't do that because if someone did that to you, you would disable the whole situation.
I mean, it wouldn't even. It wouldn't.
So that's what I'm saying. Though. People don't understand that, and that's
but a lot of these videos. These kids don't know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they out there just
going crazy. Yeah,
crazy. You know what I'm saying? And,
I'm a juice, right? Yeah,
juice mic, man.
Who got the juice now?
I got the juice. But yeah, this juice from Georgia. But honestly, I really feel like PTSD in today's kids is almost a joke to say. American children are just plain weak, and America is raising a generation of wimpy children. And that can't take anything. They can't take losing. They can't take a kid saying they have big ears. I grew up with big ears, and everybody joked me out all the time.
That's why you got the hoodie up right now.
I got the hoodie.
Come on, man.
Come on, Juice. Come on, Juice. Release the Vulcan, Juice. Let's see the Vulcan, Juice. Come on, Juice. They get pointed. That joint's normal, man. You good?
They ain't bigger than my ears,
you
man.
grow up with it. At least when I was coming up,
I got the satellite issue.
You gonna get joked out for whatever you got going on. You got some busted shoes, you gonna get
if
joked
there's
on.
any of it.
But look, you're right though, because it's in this culture.
It's in this culture,
man.
And I'm
because
also Nigerian, so I went to Nigeria, and I see.
So you see the difference.
Growing up in the gutter, like literally. That's not a euphemism or anything. They're in the gutter. Their entire lives are in a gutter next to an open sewer.
Yeah, exactly.
And they grow up and they become something. They don't let that junk get to them because that's life and they got to deal with it. But here, with like the kids are taught, oh, well, Johnny, you're still a winner. Like that's nonsense, man. Like so,
medals all the way out to 20th place, right?
Exactly. So I really just feel like, I mean, it's probably something that's honestly real, but it's because the American culture is creating.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, kids are punks today. I get it, man. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons because they don't go outside and they don't play with dirt. You know what I'm saying? They're not throwing rocks at each other and stuff like that. They're too busy getting on the iPads, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny, right? I guess any kids listening would be like, "What's he talking about?" Yo, that was it. Yeah, we played with dirt.
And threw rocks at each other.
Threw rocks.
Yeah, man.
Rock fights was real, son. Yeah, you had to eat that. Like,
man.
Like that was
Week's
real.
no joke.
Joning, cracking, slap boxing, like all that was real growing up. But it was organized. You know what I mean? It wasn't reckless like how it is now, if it even gets that far. But you had to be strong.
I mean, a slap box could lead to a real fight, but we break it up after a few licks.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all were friends afterwards.
And you were boys, you were
y'all
brothers,
slap
man.
box. Somebody gets slapped too hard. Everybody on the sideline. Ooh. Now we got the fight.
now a smack and the pistolo comes out.
Yeah, right.
It's on and cracking for real.
I gotta take a quick break.
You and these breaks, man.
I have to, man. We'll be right back.
I'm telling you, every time it starts to get good, what does he want to do? Stop it. You know what I'm saying?
It's on Beat. We'll be right back. Peace. Live Beats by First Spawn. Poor guy's so quiet over here, man. Yo, you playing ill stuff right now, man.
He's loud, son. He's loud with that music.
Yeah, man.
Just
we'll
know,
be right back.
Just know that I'm Cell, B. All right?
We are Radio Fairfax, Fairfax County's public access and internet radio station.